Okay, I want to show y'all what just popped up. Did my computer just decided it was doing this own update? Update completed. When did I say we was updating? I didn't have this conversation with my computer. I'm pretty upset. So I said, you know what, computer? You know what this means? We we not only not updating, we not doing shit together right now. Except for me using you to charge my phone while I go live. Oh, sometimes it's a give relationship. Oh man. Anyway, yeah, I'm changing my positions. Move my mic and stuff. Oh, don't drop it. I hope y'all can hear me. Dana, can you hear me? Holla if you hear me. Tell me you can hear me. Do I gotta take my earphone off? Can you hear me? Yes. Oh, man. I'm back on the same Wi-Fi. It wasn't my Wi-Fi, you know. It was my thing doing a complete update, taking me off. I don't know what it took me off of, but I just don't have that kind of time to figure it out. I don't. I gotta keep on moving, don't stop. No, I gotta keep on going. I'm like, it's pajama jammy jam. The computer freeze, bam, to the phone. The phone freeze, bam, I'm to the computer. Bam, that freeze. I got another laptop. I'm on that thing. Bam, that freeze. We on the iPad. We gonna keep moving. We gonna keep moving. Worst case scenario, we on the we on a smart TV with the webcam attached to it. You know, we going anyway we got to go. We going live. We got burner. No, we don't. We don't have burner phones. But still, it sound good, Dana. It sound good, sis. I gotta talk a little shit while we warming up. You know what I mean? Gotta hear that. Happy pajama jammy jam. Oh, I'm so mad. Y'all know I hate sudden change. Susan, I ain't said, hey, y'all know. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. Oh, just like I can't stand all the bullshit I've been seeing on this internet, girl. Y'all know I am not no one-dimensional YouTuber. Just saying, hey, Darren, happy Sunday, happy pajama jammy jam. Thank you, thank you. I pride myself on being a kingdom, and in the kingdom of kingdoms, you know what I mean? I got to respect everybody else's kingdom as long as they respect this one. And so this makes it a safe place for everybody. We didn't come here to fight. I ain't come here for people to Johnny Conquering for their favorite YouTuber. I ain't coming here for people to have to give testimony and testify. I didn't come in here for you to let me know who you don't like. I didn't come in here to know who is screwing who. We didn't come here for that unless I'm talking about it. Now, if the topic of the day is who's screwing who, please feel free to talk about those people. But let's not talk about the people we're not talking about. If we're not talking about like it, you know, we're not talking about nobody nicknames up in here because I don't, that's like everyone, if it's a tink tink. Then we understand I got a whole tink tink emoji. You know what I'm saying? So we tinking around here. But other than that, I'm just I'm trying to be good. I'm just gonna be me. I don't know who else to be. They want me to be some other heifer. I'm like, I don't know her. I don't know that heifer. I know this one right here. This heifer y'all talking to. I know her. I know her well. hmm And I know her well enough to know that some of this stuff that these people go through on the internet, you don't have to. Mm-mm. There's no place on the internet that says we got to all like the same people. We got to all dislike the same people. Let me tell you something. If I'm subscribed to you, it's because I want to. It's because one day I was watching you and it was like a church. You know how people at church one day they just like, guys, the doors to the church are open. If you don't have a church home and you feel like this is a place you can this is that, but this ain't no church. And one day somebody be like, you know what? I've been coming here for a couple of Sundays. I mean, only add up to 5 and 12 years, but still, this is the church I've been coming to for 12 years, for 5 Sundays. So I'm joining. That's how I feel y'all be on these YouTubes. Not me. Mm-mm. I'm watching one day and I'm like, you know what? Let me join so I can. Sometimes I can't lie to y'all. Sometimes I subscribe because I can't find these people channel, but I'm interested in some crap they doing on their channel. So whatever that crap might be, it might be messy, it might be funny, it might be informative, it might be whatever. But whatever, and I'm like, let me subscribe so I can see them. So I subscribe. And then I might be like, oh, you know what, this channel suck. And I might unsubscribe. I stay subscribed. I might stay subscribed and think, you know what, they keep my attention sometimes, but not all the time. But I'm gonna come for the stuff that I'm entertained by. I'm not gonna sit and watch the stuff I'm not entertained by. And that's with anybody. So that's me. But for some reason on this internet, if you subscribe to somebody, that means that now we have took a blood oath together. We have one brain with one cell that we share. Um, that somehow whatever they say, that's what I say. That's what I think. And the moment they say something I don't like, I'm gonna turn on them and become everything I said I wasn't. That's the internet. I'm just not that person. So when I'm watching anybody get into it, I'm watching it for entertainment. I'm watching it for information. I'm watching it to understand. I come up here and be like, oh, y'all, when I was watching Betty Sue, mm, 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 this is what I thought. It's not the gospel. It's just what Danny thought. But I am grateful that y'all think so highly of me that if I say something, it became everything that your heart needs to hear. Six bows, how you doing? How you doing? Cat, my sis, how you doing? Just saying, how you doing? How you doing? Maria, Maria. We got to sing your name, girl. Maria. And I ain't even been watching y'all, I swear. Now I have been watching what we're about to talk about because I've been all in this and I've been busy. I've been so busy this week. I think I done went to bed before 10 o'clock more days than than after 10. So now I'm up at the butt stank crack of dawn. But anyway, then that's when I'm lurking. That's when I'm watching to see who was on some bullshit. And if it keeps my attention, if it keeps my attention. But anyway, let me make sure I done spoke to everybody that I missed. My Susan, how you doing? How you doing? Oh, did I miss a deleted message? I won't get back to it later. Anyway. So as the YouTube turns, honey, y'all. Last week I didn't get to get into it. So last week, my girl Tennessee. Because once again, like I said, if you dislike people just because everybody else dislike them, then you'll be disliking everybody. Because everybody gonna have a moment. I can't stand them. I didn't like what they said. I didn't like what they did. When I thought a way about something Tennessee was doing, I spoke on it. Damn, I spoke with her. I spoke with myself. And I decided I still got love for her. I don't have to agree with everything somebody doing. That's why we individuals. You do what you do, Danny gonna do what she do. You know what I mean? I don't dislike people because they like somebody I don't like. Ten and King, AT2 did a live together about a week ago. Now on it, AT2 was reminding us that he grew up, you know, on the playground is where he spent most of his age, that he then ended up in Bel Air because he was raised in, privileged neighborhoods and he was raised so blah, said so C and so I and so ooh and so and he let us know that. He also it's so funny to me because when it comes to the AT2 and Dear Yvette thing, Tennessee, what I'm gonna tell you in that interview I did like is you ask some of them questions we need to answer. Some of them. When it comes to like that, I feel like you need to sit down with Barbara Danny because Barbara Walters Danny, she asking him hard hitters about that situation. I got questions. I got questions, but I really don't. But I really do. But anyway, because I really got questions as a subscriber, not as a content creator. The content creator just wants to talk about the shit shows I watch about it. That's the part I like. Anyway, so she did the interview with Bossy came up. Hey, Bossy, once again. Cause every time I name somebody, I could name how there's gonna be people who don't like them. I don't care. I still like them how I like them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all watch these content creators or y'all are best friends with them. But when I'm watching somebody, that doesn't make us friends. when I'm speaking. That don't make us friends. That make us cordial. That make us, do what you're supposed to do when you came in a chat. I don't go in chats to start arguments and to cuss people out and to fight and to cheerlead for another grown up who I don't know in real life. Or even if I know them in real life, why are they that important to me? Um, I don't do that kind of stuff, but people do. To each his own. So anyway, he does the interview. I said, "Oh, dear, Yvette is about to turn red cups upside down." So then my girl Goody, she went to go talk about it, and I said, "Wait a minute. She might be saying something. I want to see what people say. I want to see what the chat is saying because what I'm saying is if AT2 don't sit down with that story. Now, AT2, I got love for you. And then I gotta check your boo. Cause I'm gonna get into all that. Cause Danny don't fast forward. Okay. But anyway, in this interview, AT2 always has like amnesia. Or he always has an epiphany. Like you say something, he's like, I didn't think of that. Didn't see it that way. I didn't like even when he speaks about the whole thing with him and Sherelle World and Perry. You did say something that was implied to a mother that was F your mother. I didn't know you was talking about her mother. I mean, honestly, I did think he was talking about her mother figuratively, not her mother literally. But then at the same time, I also didn't know that V was her mother. I didn't know. You knew. So you knew when you said, fuck your mama, fuck your daddy, fuck your cousin and your brother, sister, da, 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 that she was gonna be like, wait, you know who my mother is? You know who my brother, sister, cousin is. I guess. I guess y'all was that deep in the friendship, but you knew who our mother was. So long story short, you did say it. But anyway. But when you tell your beef, it's always like, y'all know me. Y'all know me, still the same OG, but I've been low key, hated on by most. That's how he coming into us. Like I'm like, 82. Sit yo, I'm the king of the beef scepter. I have dodged more beef, manifested. Wait, he done made beef. He done manufactured beef. He done dodged beef. He pick and choose the beef. You know what I mean? He sitting saying, "Oh, what's the new thing in that sector of anybody who come from the Yikesies? What is the thing to say? Oh, you know what? I done beef with 200 people. I done beef with 300 people. But y'all, that's been over a span of about 5 years. That's been over a span of 3 years. That's been a span of 12 years, 8 years. Okay, even if it was a span of 20 years, y'all. If you had a beef with 100 mofos on this internet, and you was leaving names out, but if you had a beef with 100 mofos on this internet, you the common denominator. So it's not really them. Are these 100 people connected? Are these 100 people in one circle of 100 and all 100 of them decided to get into it with you? Because if they didn't, the common denominator is you. It could be 4, 5, maybe. And still, you still be the common denominator though. If in every sector you went to, you was getting into it with people, you'd be the common denominator. Like you could say, oh, it's because of Pookie over there. Okay. But for some reason you bring the Pookie out of everybody. That's a you thing. Oh, I need to paint my nails. I did this nail polish with the kids, and I feel like it's supposed to been coming off easier. I'm like, dang, do I need acetone? Is acetone what you use? I don't know. Let me decide. But anyway, so I said, 82, by going on Tenant Keys, you're gonna rub Dear Vet. But him and Dear Vet have this kinky back and forth with each other for years. So anyway, Dear Vet started going community wall crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because I do look at Dear Vet to see if her Titanic is still sinking or is the red cup still running over. I don't know which one it's gonna be. So I just sometimes check in just to see. And I know that Dear Yvette, she might not go live consistently or when she says she is, but she's definitely gonna hit that community wall and she's going to cuss people out, threaten their life, commit a lot of YouTube crimes, and then say how she gonna get rid of the people that's committing crimes. I already know that's gonna happen. So I check in on her, you know. I love that she's consistent or at least drinking the same drink and it gives her the same effects. But anyway, So she goes live and she's pissed. Oh, she's going in. Oh, Tennessee, sit your $5 ass down. Sit your ass down. Oh, but back up, Danny. I gotta say this. Tennessee, when you was on there with AT2 talking about that, you should have addressed the day AT2 came up on your platform and it was like, stop talking about what happened with me like you had no rights to talk about something that happened on the internet. We have a right to do that. They don't, if they own the story, we wouldn't know. And to give our opinion, because they not giving facts. They giving the facts they want to. Like for a whole year, because 82 was running them numbers up off that story. For a whole year, he put it all on John Yates. But here's the truth. The starter of that rumor, and you don't need to have went to the school of the streets. You didn't need to go to the Ivy League college. You didn't need to go get a lawyer. You didn't need to get up with a YouTuber who's been on the streets for 25 years in the beef sector, none of that. You didn't need to do anything to know that this rumor, no matter what legs it grew, would have never existed had Deary Vet not decided she wanted to take you down to your knees, literally. Mm. She really wanted to take you down, and she was the person who. I mean, come on. I mean, who? And then the more you and her buddy hustled with each other and giggled it off and was like, "Well, she apologized." You literally said on Ten Keys that she was the one defending you. That's like telling me she was the one who started the fire that burned your house down, but she was able to grab the pictures of your family that you would never be able to get. See the reason that somebody had to say the pictures of my family. Like what? Like in what? You adults could never call yourself bosses to no real boss because they're like, wait, who does this? How do I forgive that? And even if I forgave her so I could move on, me and Shorty ain't talking about nothing. But it was John Yates' fault. When the very first person who said, see, all them other people was talking in the background. So whether they was saying it was CP, whether they was saying it was LGBTQIA plus community P, whether they was saying that it was you by yourself and your right hand met your left hand and they met each other in the middle, that's what they were saying. But they were doing that in the background. That was some background. And not only was it in the background, Key had brought it to you, which I'm glad when she had you on her panel, she brought that up. Like, I had brought it to you before it hit the mainstream. I told you, like, hey, buddy, you might want to know that these mofos is coming for you in the back. You know what I mean? And Sweet Pea told you. They said, hey, ATT, well, I think you should know that they come and doom, doom, doom. They come and but for some reason you didn't seem to care that they were coming. Then when they came, the first person to tell it to all of us, but for me, was on Sweet Peas. Now, don't get me wrong, I then saw it being talked about on other places. And like I said, I seen it on TTB. You came up on TTB. You wasn't checking them. You didn't come up there and tell them, hey, what y'all doing passing this room around or even discussing it or talking about it. But I do remember one day you came up on Ten Keys and did that. You came on Ten Keys Live like she had no right to talk about your story. I mean, shit, just a few months ago, you were saying that you had to let Tennessee go and you was gonna bring her this smoke. And I was like, why is he going after Tennessee like that? It's so hard. But see, once again, because these people are characters. And then there'll be people say it's no friends. At least Tennessee standing who she was. When Tennessee got back cool with Sparks, that was for whatever reason she did. That didn't have nothing to do with me and her. She wasn't telling me, Danny, come over here and try to work it out with Sparks. And why don't we sit down and have a kumbaya? And if I kumbaya with you, nah, none of that was going on. And nobody does that to me. Maria, they swear she my bestie. We just kumbaya, kick it. We got matching friendship bracelets. We done ever talked on the phone to each other. They swear all this has happened. They swear by it. People don't understand respect, mutual understanding who people are. You know what I'm saying, and letting them be them. But back to these people. Oh, Dairy Vet goes live. She go off. Huh? oh my God. Oh, yeah, you did this and you over there with the enemy. You over there with Bossy. You over there with Tennessee. Oh, don't worry, Tennessee. I'm going to make sure you never see your grandkids. I'm going to make sure you never see the light of day. I'm going to make sure you get help. I'm going to make sure. Oh, because Tennessee had went on not Bossy's Live, on Evangelist Val's Live. And Evangelist Val and Tennessee made up for their differences. Somehow that bothered Deary Bag because she was like, oh, and you know what? Val is supposed to because she's an evangelist. No, we all supposed to forgive so we can move on. What do I, even if you make up with somebody who hurt you, what does that do to me? Why do so many people have to, if you not doing, because see, puppets, everybody wants somebody to be their puppet, they flunky. But anyway, I knew it was getting hot. Yeah, I got to fast forward because it was so much between this, and I'm not even talking Tennessee, the only one I ain't seen really in it. And ET2 hasn't really responded to Deary Vet until I feel like the live he did last night. I feel like even that, and I seen Cup. I like Cups. I've always liked Cups. You know what I mean? I miss Cups. Cups, come back. Come back. I mean, Deary Vet was saying you've been gone 3, 4 years. I'm like, she alive. It's been 4 years. I feel like a year and a half ago you did an upload or something. I really do. I feel that in my spirit. I feel like that wasn't 3 years ago. But either way it go, I like Cups. But Cups, you done pissed Deary Vet off. You said that she was an opportunist. You said a clout chaser. And then you said, mm-hmm. That, and you said it in a Cups kind of way. And she just, it's eating her soul. And she dropped that link when she went drunk and screaming. Listen, if you go drunk and screaming, don't you come tell me about no other drunk and screaming happens. Because I mean, talk about your drunk ass. Like I said, people on here, I would love for the content creators to come on, like, yeah, this me. Then talk about other people. Like, hey, the reason I see it, because I do it better. So I know how to be drunk better. I know how to do this. I know how to Dear Vet just be giggling and screaming, and now her new thing is she got a country accent. I think it's for you, Tennessee. I think her country accent, it comes in and she says, and then she came around here and she said the goosebumps. I said, wait, what is going on? When did she get her boots on the ground? Now she country, dear that. I said, what in the hell is going on the internet? Dear Vet, you send out so many threats to people on the internet that it's ridiculous that you even strike people or come for them for what they say about you. I've heard you say, I just got a new thumper for my birthday, and I ain't no mark shooter. You should be. You said you was in the doggone service, the Burvis. You was a cop. You was the, she was a marshal, and they gotta have a good, come on, somebody gotta have a good shot. You was doing all this and you not a, come on, you better be. You better be able to catch somebody moving, grooving, running, switching, learning. Close your eyes and do something. I mean, but not her. Mm-mm. She was like she was gonna work for the president, the governor, she ain't say all that. I'm just saying. But anyway, she threatens people all the time. Her story changed every day. I think she's really in love with AT2 in real life. She's obsessed with Bossy and Tennessee. She's obsessed with Goody. These are just my opinions. If somebody get mad, then there's some truth in it. Because these are my opinions. These are just my thoughts. I don't even need people to agree. Just like sometimes I wonder if Dairy Vet and AT2 put this story out together. And the real reason that they never fully blast each other, or they do just what they're doing right now, where he calling him all kind of fat this and telling him to come out the closet and talking about when he slept in his car. First of all, I remember when ATT was in his car and he was staying in that gym. I remember that. And he was open about it. Like it wasn't no secret. Like he wasn't flat out saying, "Y'all, I'm sleeping in my car." But his car would always need a jump, because he was running it too long. And then he would tell you how he would be at the gym because it was 24 hours. So I mean, he was saying that. But I mean, people have struggles during the pandemic when people were just suddenly losing their jobs. Things happen. So that's not something to knock somebody for because he's not doing that no more. So I mean, I'm not gonna knock him for it. And as things started coming back together for him, you know what I mean? That was a blessing, and those are better things and better days. And dear Yvette, you had nothing to do with him having better days. So even if you sent him $50 when he was in the car every day, okay, that that was something that helped toward it. But you act like you made him. Like if he got a crib, it's because you got him the crib. But I remember when he first said he was going to move someplace, you were one of the main people, like, you gonna give him a housewarming gift and all this. That's that fake friend shit. That's that I did it so later I could throw it up in somebody's face shit. Like that was never a friend. So when it comes to people like that, no, those aren't real friends on YouTube. If you meet somebody and everything they base your relationship on is based on YouTube, then that is a YouTube friendship. That is, and I'm sure it's beneficial to both people. I guess. I hope so. Hope so. Don't know no more. I don't. But anyway, so Dairy Vet finally went live last night to respond because 82 just had a 5-year anniversary and he was celebrating 60K in 5 years. And Dairy Vet was celebrating 5 years of surviving 82. Where on the internet when y'all come on here does something force y'all to watch people y'all don't like? Where does something force y'all to listen to things you don't want to hear? I need to know. Because how you surviving something you never had to watch? How you surviving something? I mean, 82 been turned on you, Deary Bad. Yes, when he put that post up, yes, he was talking about you. Yes, yes. And no matter how you figure, how you try to word it, you say because he said addiction, you people thought he meant drugs. Well, newsflash, alcohol is a drug, and you can be addicted to it. You can have an addiction to alcohol. I mean, God damn, I'm so tired of people on here with these plays of words. But we drunk. Oh no, because my mama and I think he was going at my mom and going. No, he was going at you. He was going at you. And everybody who heard it knew that it was you. I mean, at that time you were passing out on your doggone computer. You were trying to get Brandon with Snoop wine when you were making it like, please don't go drink Snoop wine because you're gonna act a shit face fool on the internet. Okay. You were turning on people for no reason. Okay, yeah, he was shitting on you. He been throwing slides at you all day. I mean, excuse me, y'all whole relationship. When you went up there singing on John Yates, trying to get monetized, he brought Sherelle and Perry on his channel that night to shit on you and say you was singing Negro spirituals, honey. He been crapping on you. When he been a friend? When you been a friend? Because you been crapping on him. Remember when you did the video and you was shooting pool and telling us that you was gonna let us know how AT2 had the worst relationship with his mother ever? When you been a friend? Hmm? You used to make things about him and him babysitting his nephews or whatever they were, his sister's kids. You the one who made innuendos that he was lying about when he was raising money for his sister when she had the baby. And that the baby was in the hospital. Y'all been dissing each other. Like I said, and Deary Bat, you're the one who put the whole rumor out. So here's what Deary Bat did. He was playing a game of internet tag. Like, hey, y'all, I was on the phone with AT2. Oh my God, his camera slipped because everybody camera slipped. Remember, Deary Vet said she seen Tennessee 3 years ago because Tennessee had a camera slip. Remember? And that Tennessee was missing teeth. And Tennessee's hair was this long, and she couldn't even put it in a ponytail, but it was in a ponytail. Because everybody got a camera slip with Deary Vet. So I guess everybody's talking to her on FaceTime or on the Instagram. I don't know where they're talking to her, but everybody got a camera slip. And so they had a camera slip. She had a camera slip. He had a camera slip. He had this camera slip, and he was watching something inappropriate. Let's just say she said he was watching something inappropriate and pleasuring himself while doing it. So you put that out there. So now it's gonna get legs. Oh, you know if AT2, because here's the thing. everybody wanted to know 82's sexuality, and he kind of plays with it. So he really, we all don't know because I've never been in the bedroom with 82. You know what I'm saying? So I've never been a fly on the wall. But the way he's obsessed with the not, sorry, 82, but it's obsessive. It's obsessive. It's no way. Anyway, but some of y'all just got that victim. When I say a victim mentality, it's like you look for people that will do you wrong. Like you keep common denominator. Okay, but anyway, if we go down the history of you or dear Yvette, when has it been respect really for each other? Like I said, you can't even say you made her because she still ain't made the bed. So I mean, you ain't made her. You made her messy. That tell me y'all was messy together. And look, just yesterday when Dear Yvette was live, she said that 82 would call her like, "You not responding to this? Come on, get back into the mess. Do this, do that." Kenna Keith said, "Yeah, 82, you don't call me and tell me not to mess with people, but you'll tell me like, why you messing with them? Why are you around them? Do you know what they did to me? Do you know what they said about me? Y'all I never seen some old let me go make you feel guilty about your decisions because people don't like me. So they don't like me and you shouldn't like them. We're not invested with each other. It's people that might watch your stuff, and if you knew what they was doing in their life, you wouldn't even want to watch your stuff, but you don't know these people. Now, if they come in here and bring that to it, then I know it. Oh, I don't want nothing to do with that. But yeah, it'd be too much. Jindy, Jindy, how you doing? Babs, Babs, how you doing? Cree, Cree, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Did I speak to my six balls? How you doing, sis? Oh, your son is getting so big. I'd be flying. But yeah, so like I said, but on this internet, people think they own you. They could tell you what you could talk about. First of all, you should be versatile. Let me tell you something. Oh, first of all, I done talked about all this other BS. Before I get back to that, let's talk about some great things to the kingdom. It's Pajama Jammy Sunday. First things first, I hit 3 million views on my channel. And actually, I done went past that because I hit it 2 days ago, but I've been waiting for Pajama Jammy Jam to do it, to tell y'all. And that was one of my goals I told y'all at the beginning of the month because I was already over 2.5 million views. And so I wanted to go on up. But this month, in the last 28 days, I've done 444,000 views to my channel. So in that, I've also went up 300 subscribers. So when I tell people, if you do everything that's you, there's something for everybody. So I have people that come to watch a foodie short, somebody who come to watch this. I have members and people who want to see you live. I have people who come to watch if I do a short, a remix about something. And always remember, every collab that I do with a video, this is a video that not only did I watch, I'm hoping that when you watch that little piece that I did as a collab, it makes you go to watch the video. And it's crediting something to the person that, the video, the people who made the video. But and it's the legal way. But like I said, these people want to come on here and tell me hate rises anything. What is it rising? A bunch of hate? So no matter what, we're gonna have somebody to hate, somebody to fight. The only thing we can do on here is fight. I'm gonna talk about anything from whatever it is I want to, but these are all parts of me, all parts of what I do on here. Every video you see me do a collab with, these are things I watch. Things what I'm saying, people I'm subscribed to, channels I'm subscribed to. So this a part of my YouTube life. When I come on here and talk about things I watch, that's a part of my YouTube life. When I talk about me, that's a part of my life. And that's the part I'm bringing to my YouTube channel. When I come on here about food, I'm a foodie, baby. I love food. I comfort food. I told you, me and food got an up, down, good, bad relationship. But I love food. It's a part of me. It's a part of me. And never came on here and said nothing's perfect. Like I said, sitting on here trying to prove to a bunch of people what they already believe. It's people got beliefs about me on here that ain't nothing of what I've ever done, what they choose to believe, what they want to believe, what they want to see it as. And they got that right. They go ahead and do whatever they want. That don't make it so. And I'm damn sure not gonna sit here all day trying to prove it's not. I'm not. I've watched on here on the internet, especially in certain sectors, because like I said, I be everywhere. And I'm actually watching, and after somebody sent me a clip. because I wanted to watch it or something was going on. I'm like, you know what? Let me go see what this party is. Let me see what they saying over here. That's it. Ain't isn't that what it's for? Oh, I thought, oh, it's so I can get close to somebody and then get some backdoor information on somebody. I don't give a damn about that backdoor shit. It's the reason why most chicks don't trust chicks. Okay, I get that. Move on. I got it. Got it. Get it. Got it. Good. I didn't come to do that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But watch my shoes. I know that's right. Listen, y'all. People on here trying to make robots. That's why everybody channel a mini channel. I'm about to talk about this, then you go on your channel. We all gonna meet up over there. We gonna talk about the same thing. We all gonna gang bang and gang up and gang gang. But then when the gang stuff come back to us, we gonna all pussyfoot around. We gonna all this too far, this too much. Don't bring a knife to a gunfight. Just don't. Take that out your made. Like you can't be shooting shots and then tell somebody, I can't believe they all came with guns. You shooting. They shooting, they shooting. I mean, and we're talking figuratively. Like, who does that? Who says if you talking about listen, people get mad on here because who in your chat. They get mad at you because who you like, who you shared. Because remember, they only sharing bullshit that meets what they're saying. I don't do that. I'm sharing what I like, who I believe in. Who or when I say believe in, I watch, you know what I'm saying? Or who I you know what I'm saying? That's it. And here's the thing. Think about y'all. How many times, even when I share shit, I don't go tell you go now you go subscribe, do all that. I want you to at least if you've seen it, maybe to make you take a look. Then the decision is yours. Not mine. I'm not telling nobody what to do. Just like I'm not telling you if you don't know what I watch or who I watch, if I'm talking about something, that means you're bad. Oh my God, you're the worst. You don't even know who I'm talking about? No. It's billions of people on here. I've been saying this since I was a subscriber and I was trying to let these content creators who spend years arguing about the same stuff know. Like you are selling yourself short because you're one dimensional. Who gives a damn? First of all, for it to be important, I have to know who you're talking about. So if I'm just da 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 Scooby dooping down the internet road and I come to your channel and you talking about Sky Blue every day and I don't know who the Sky Blue is, even if you inform me, all you doing is leading me to Sky Blue so I can see what they saying about you. You're not leading me from Sky Blue. You're leading me to the arms of. It's just like some women and some men, they dog out they mate. So they sit around and say all this bad stuff. But there's somebody in the room who think, well, I could change that. Or they pretty enough or fine enough. Or he got a good enough job. I might be able to deal with that. I might, I might like that. That's what they be doing. Hmm. That's what they be doing. Mhm. Jandy, Jandy, did I speak? My Cree, I just want to make sure forever young. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Trying to make sure I don't miss nobody when I see comments and I went past them. But yeah, like I said, this is the internet. You held by what you watch. I tell people, it's like, how did you end up in the same places I was at anyway if it's so bad? If I'm in these terrible places that nobody should be in, why are you there? Hmm? Why are you there? How do you know about it? How do you even know the people? How you know the players in the game? How do you know any of this? If it's so bad, how do you know any of this? But why am I so bad? Oh, because I forgot you don't like those people. And since I'm willing to say hello to these people, I'm a bad guy. Since I'm not in some chat while you shit on them the worst way or do stupid shit. Like I tell y'all, all this, the kids, the calling your jobs, the coming for your husbands, the gay men who came to fight the women. It's too much. And they'll grab more on me saying the gay men. Oh, Danny's against. I ain't against shit. I'm against that. Hmm. I'm against gay men who do it. I'm against straight men who do it. I'm against men. I'm against anybody born with nuts and a slingshot. a PP, a ding ding, a swing swing, whatever you call it, always fighting with women. For real. He could be roasting it. Hey, that's him. Maybe he good on the jokes, okay? But just violent or trying to destroy women or put them to their brink, that's an abusive man. That's an abusive man, period. So it's funny the fights we want to have, what we willing to fight about. That's one of the fights I just ain't with. Like I said, I know gay men, and so people you say that people act like every man you know is gay. I know gay men, but they ain't that like that. Oh, and they'll get down. Let you, like I said, let you begin to jump somewhere if this was happening in your life. Of course he'll jump in to protect you. Sure, sure. But I'm sure he wouldn't come in clocking hoes just to be clocking them. He definitely wouldn't telling hoes that he won't spit on them. He wouldn't be the man calling these women's homes or stalking it. He wouldn't be doing all that. He wouldn't. He wouldn't. He wouldn't. Because when I called the police about it, let's just say I called the police. So I called my homies about it because some of y'all, if you say the police, then you're scary. If you don't say the police, then you're hood. You can't win with these villains who want drama but don't want the response to drama. But let's just say I went to the people I love, the men in my life I love, and I said, "This man is messing with me." Would you think I'm gonna go? This gay man is messing with me? No, I'm gonna say this man on YouTube is not only harassing me, he seems to think it's fun to know where I'm at, where I be, what I do. So if something happens to me, I'm gonna say this man has something because he's obsessed with me. That's how we gonna handle it. We're not go, oh, hold on, let me pardon, let me tell you how many men he slept with, because then does that make him gayer or less of a man? No, he's still I mean, that if you're talking about your opinions on what it is, that's not mine. What I'm saying is he less of a man because he keep fighting with chicks. And because these women, and like I said, the bitches who house that. Y'all are a bad name for all the women who fought for the rights for the speaking of gay men. You led them for the rights of the community, period, because women fought in those demonstrations a lot. They were one of the biggest voices standing for their sons, for their daughters, for they, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot who turned on their families and there's a lot who didn't. And I'm not even trying to go in that conversation, but what I'm trying to say is so for the heifers who give everybody a reason to torture what they shouldn't because of somebody's sexuality, you do it when you bring that around. When that's the kind of gay, when the sparkles come around. Because that's just giving them somebody to say, look, they all like this. This what they all be doing. No, they don't. No, they don't. That's what these mofos do. And the bitches that house them help it. And I think Sparkle Channel done got took down again. Sparkle always either losing a channel, taking down a channel, taking off. It's Tink Tink to the world blow. You already know it. One of the minions, like I said, even when Tink hated Theory back because she turned around and started lying on him like she lied on everybody else. But it's still some of Deary Bet's lies that Tink will say like it was gospel. And you'd be like, you still believe anything came out this woman's mouth? That's why I said I truly be everywhere. And always have been. I didn't go because it was a trending topic. So I've always went wherever I want. I told you I've been all over these YouTube streets with respect, with respect. So if most places where I go and where I be, if they know who I am, they know that I've always come with good comments or you know what I'm saying. I respect. I don't come to be messy. I didn't come to bring you a bone. I didn't come to tell you who you should like and who you shouldn't. I want to see if you'll ever see who they really are. Maybe you won't. Maybe you will. I don't know. Most of these people can't sing. Stevie Wonder. Stevie Wonder got better vision. Ray Charles could see better. Because these people blind when they want to be. They blind when they want to be. Yeah, like I said. And not in every sector. Because I done seen some gay guys be, and this is not a defense to this is just my thoughts. I've seen some, man, they get into the shit. We all shitting. It's just what we doing, but it has nothing to do with I'm gay. We getting into whoever we doing. We read you, we kept it moving. I told you I don't mess with you. We read you. You came back. If I let you in, I didn't, whatever. But not these. These ones will use their husband's jobs to pass information around. These ones will use their jobs to do it. These ones are they giving out addresses of women. They got it in their information, pictures of their kids, and they in their phones. Cause some chick done gave it to them. Mm-mm. 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 Nasty boy. And it has nothing to do with your sexuality. It has to do with the fact that you are a man. And I think no man should be taking pictures of children, should be sitting up talking about what do you want to do with them? Why do you want to see them, meet them, talk about them? Why I said about John, why is their name in your mouth? And why are y'all okay with it? And matter of fact, why are y'all the ones that gave them the names and the pictures and y'all are sick. The same reason y'all pass around the pictures of each other. Sick. Sickety sick, sick. The reason y'all look each other up, look up family members, reach out to shit. They ain't got shit to do with nothing. It's sick to me. It's sick. The reason why somebody could put a rumor out that led to a rumor of you touching children or looking at children or wanting children or whatever children, and you still can talk to them in any capacity, and you still to this day cannot say that you're truly done with them. You say, right now we're done, but I can't say what'll happen in the future. What? Okay. And when 82 was doing his list, I didn't hear that dude Nolo on there. And I know you got into it with him. He did a whole live calling you, and you went to squash that. Did Deary Bell help you squash that? And even like I said, even with him and Lefty, y'all relationship was like interactions. Y'all do some of y'all beef, then be besties. I mean, like I said, Lefty, once again, he the one who put out that your uncle was really your lover. He put that out on the street. You keep talking about Denie. Denie did an interview with your auntie. He the one gave Sherelle, and he said it on Sherelle Live. I'm gonna link you up with the auntie. So even if you say my auntie don't talk to Denie no more, and she says she ain't doing nothing with Denie, she let Denie give out her number to Sherelle and them. Somebody told her, hey, Sherelle and them, or maybe she was watching. And you say you back cool with your auntie. There's no way I could be cool with them. Auntie or not. Stop letting people do you wrong, bro. Because the best way you gonna build is by stop letting people do that. Or unless that's just what you out there doing too, and it's just the karma. It's the belly of the beast, don't know. And really don't care. I know when it comes to me and you, like I said, I had no problems with you. I was subscribed to you before you was monetized. I watched you hit 1,000. I watched all that watch up wrong. But I also watched how you, I knew you was flaking, dearie bad. I watched you get into it with everybody. Now I never seen you get into it with Cups. I don't remember that ever happening, but I've seen you get into it at August, Rella, all the people you name. I watched it. And some people you picked it. You picked a fight with Katie Joy. You didn't even know who she was. Yeah, like I was saying. So you started sitting on her, and it was so confusing because I'm like, okay, are you telling BX Beast Boy you can understand why he's coming across aggressive to her because she's a white woman, or because she's wrong because she's saying that about him and she's using microaggressions, or did you want to go over there because she was at so many subscribers that you were going to clickbait subscribers? I don't know. I don't know. Is it because you wanted to bag off Sherelle because V and them came and checked you and put you in the back pocket back then? I don't know. But all them really been dogging you, so it's made you a joke. And then, like I said, every time you done been around real beefs, and I'm not saying you don't have a the old girl is not, and I'm subscribed to her too. Your godmother, I'm subscribed to her too. Got respect for her. And at the end of the night, I'm not even saying she not beef sector, but other than her, really, most times you done been around beef sector, they done kind of told you like, wait, why do you call yourself the Godfather of beef? What the beef sector? What beef sector are you talking about? Because we want to know. VS Icon hadn't came back up in 6 months, and she was asking, "Wait, what beef sector you?" And so you got the name. How? Oh, you self gave it to yourself. Oh, okay. And then you kind of took it off. Then you brought it back, and then you like everybody calls me that. They call it to you like a question. They say, the self-proclaimed, or they be like, I guess, here come the Godfather of beef. So he say, I seen you be the manufacturer of beef. I've seen you run from certain beef, just like with you and Sherelle when y'all just beefed out. You ran from that. Forget that she went and said she was gonna put a lawsuit on you because she was scared and she ain't had nothing else to come at you. You didn't really shoot no fire at her. You basically told her like, "Hey, I never dissed y'all. Hey, yes, you weren't really shooting no real fires at her. You might have talked about they looks or her wig. Who ain't talked about a wig? I mean, they've been talking about Sherelle's wigs, but I mean, since she was sitting at a desk with a sign behind her that said like smile or whatever, that they've been saying that they be a little crooked. That they say, they say a lot about her wig. I mean, they say so much about her wig that even John was getting in good kikis and hee-hees about the wig. I mean, so that ain't nothing new. You know, John talked about Perry's dentures or whatever. I mean, some of the stuff, I mean, nothing was real, but I do know what did happen when you got into it with Sherelle. The same thing you've been doing since you started. Suddenly we went to start playing with mental health. 82, you've been playing with mental health so long that you was telling people you was going to therapy. Then he'll be terrorizing the street. Then he'd be stopping. Then he just giving us a history story that's kind of missing. It is history. It's like the bullshit history they teach you in school, where they tell you some shit like, yeah, and then Christopher Columbus is just standing at the beginning of the thing, dun, 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 I see land, and then, some BS like that, and you repeating it to other people. Uh, That's the history stories they give. They leave out the part where, like, 82, the reason people say you always, and Hooter Brown, you gave the sector. When you say you started in the black tea sector, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Because even when you got into it with Sherelle in the black tea sector, nobody knew who you was. Even John Yates, when she was like, "Oh, I'm into it with AT2, and he always begging, and he this, and he bald headed, and he this, and his lips are dry, and he this, and he that, and I can't stand him, and I can't stand him, and I sue you, Andre, and I hate you, I hate you, I hate you." When she was doing all that, and Perry was going up on Perry's backup channel to tell you that he knew you bent on both knees and you wasn't boys to men, when they was doing all that to you, John literally said, "Who is AT2?" Because he didn't even know. People in the chat would be like, who is 82? When they wanted you to go after John and they started bringing you on their chat, it was people over there like, who the fuck is this? Who is dude? Who is he? Is this your friend? I don't know him. That don't make you good or bad. I'm just saying that's what was going on. It was contractual. I knew you was getting up with him to help him with John Yates. And then you made yourself obsessed with John Yates. And then they had you going over there. And then you stopped being on Sherelle's because the people on Sherelle didn't care for you too much. You wasn't really, I mean, you could say that they was, yeah, you got subscribers. Because like I said, when AT2 got into it with Geo, Geo said, I know you had the same contract with Sherelle that I did, where you get subs and shit like that. So when your girl Dear Yvette is saying that you buying subs, in my mind, nobody's buying subs, in my mind. So that don't even make sense. If you care that much about your numbers, start working on your platform. So even if it's messy, work on building it messy, but work on your platform. But if you're not working on your platform, you're not trying to get these numbers. Why I need to buy them? I'd rather just have the no numbers I have, and I'm just doing what I want to do because I want to do it. Yeah, I don't believe anybody does, but I know people do. I know they do. I mean, people buy numbers on people on all kind of social media so they can impress other people or make people think that they're impressive. But that just means that you're really less than what you're trying to be anyway, because you think that makes something. Faking it makes it. That means fake it till you make it. I'm good on that. Man, Pookie, that's what they are. They are, but Pookie was addicted to crack. They're addicted to the internet. They are addicted to the internet. They are addicted to clout. They are addicted to pain and suffering. They are addicted to And now some of them dabble and dibble with some other stuff. That's of them. But I'm telling you the addictions we see. Misery. Like I said, some of these people, I'll tell you, I've been into it with 100 people. Common denominator, you. They'll say stuff like, "Oh, I don't worry about it no more. I've been doxxed. I've been this. I done had people come to my house and I had them put toilet paper in my crib, do this or that." Baby, that's not good. Cause somebody in jail right now, cause somebody done came to their house thinking it was sweet. Somebody in hell right now, cause they came to somebody's house thinking it was sweet. Please. This is stupid. You so mad at me, you don't like me, you shouldn't be able to tell me every word I say on the internet. Just like David, I don't hate her because if I did, I couldn't watch her. Because some of these people, I can't bear to hear the sound of their voice. I can't. Mm-mm, mm-mm. It made me all upset. And then when you watch them and they really that same person, dear, that's exactly who I know she is and always will be. You know what I mean? And always will be. Hmm. Oh, yeah, he is. He is so adorable. Way back in the comments, down to the bottom, so to say. Hmm. Yeah, sometimes so when I don't like you, so and just like I said, even if I don't like you, if I choose to watch something you're doing, I'm not gonna hate watch it. Where I'm coming in to say something, I'm coming in to, definitely. I don't troll as far as coming in under something else, another account, or if I troll under my own fucking account. But I don't even do that. I don't come to start shit to derail conversations to, like I said, cheerleaders for another adult. Like this don't make no sense. And all these people, how come everywhere you go, you get into it with somebody, or you happen to see the worst parts of them? So every time they're around you, all the people that go around you, they always got pictures of people's family. Then that tell me something about you. It tell me them, but it tell me y'all all the same birds of a feather flock together. So sometimes be careful on what you tell me about all the bad you know somebody did, because it just tells me that they were comfortable enough in that badness to do it in front of you. And you said nothing then. So that made you complacent. So if I tell you, hey, 8 months ago when I was friends with this chair, look, literally with this chair, 8 months ago, me and my chair were friends. But 8 months ago, 8 months ago, this chair was doing some terrible stuff. I'm telling y'all the worst stuff you ever heard about. I'm talking about stuff I would never do. Now, mind you, it happened 8 months ago, a year ago, 2 years ago. But now suddenly it's just something we all need to know. And this needs to be a reason why we never sit in this chair. We never to this chair. We never, you know what I mean? I hate to say this chair because if you say a person, they swear you're talking about somebody. So let's say this chair. Let's say this chair. Because if I want to talk about one of y'all, it's no subliminals. It's exactly who I'm talking about. And that's not a violation of anything. That's not a harassment to say that when I watch these people do this terrible thing, this is how I felt. When I watch these people sit and threaten people about they got guns, they coming to their town, they bringing them with them for their birthday, they got new pieces. Yeah, I think that's trifling. When I hear somebody saying, I'm going to report for your kids because I feel like you in danger, you a danger to them because you a registered gun. Well, this is the stupidest. And here's the worst part about these people on the internet. We've seen it with our own eyes. The same people who talk all this high and mighty, nose in the air, better than all that, all these people, they're always in that room with those type of people because they're that type of person. One. Two, these people will never stand up. So, like, if somebody was really being abused, they not calling nobody. What's the girl's name from the John Ye sector who uh did a video showing her daughter's privates to ask people if they knew what a diaper rash looked like? How come nobody was reporting her? And how come they went talking about that? How come whenever it's something y'all should really be reporting, nobody's reporting anything? But then when it's Nothing. Y'all go report it. Y'all go tell. Y'all don't. I bet y'all don't call it jobs. Some of y'all know that people have used their jobs illegally to get people's information. Y'all don't. That's who I'm reporting. That's whose job I'm calling. I don't care who you are. Just like when John got on his internet saying, I'm going to drive to Florida, put one in your head. I'm going to go here, do the da 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 da, and started naming people. Baby, none of us should be able. Does that mean people don't do it? They do. But none of us should be able to do that. So I'm going to meet you where you at. And if you think your privilege stop you, I'm going to prove that it don't. I'm going to prove that it don't. While y'all sit around and make it content. And if he's quiet for 90 days, then it will wipe out the terrible things he said and done. What foolish world y'all live in? Because y'all still holding grudges on people who did less, said less, want less. Come on, I can't. I can't. That's why I said some of the groups, what's the point of going there? It's a group full of angry, mad bitches. Nobody's happy. They swear they got all these things in life that would make most of us happy, but they don't appreciate that. They don't like that. They like to spend hour after hour after hour hour after hour in the Pittsville. Let me tell y'all something. The last few weeks of my life, with everything going on in the world, everything has been beautiful. I've enjoyed every day. I've enjoyed every day the sun came out, and every day it didn't come out. I made myself enjoy the days it didn't come out. I'm living. I'm living. I'm loving my life. I'm loving life. Hey, Stacey, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. But that's what I'm doing. I'm not sitting in all these dark places. That's why I tell people, you let me tell you something. If you are loved, you think you won't be hated. Hmm. Y'all think everybody love you. Hmm. Just told somebody this morning. Now people say I'm not everybody cup of tea. I tell them, of course you're not, because everybody don't drink tea. Everybody don't drink coffee. Everybody don't drink pop. Everybody don't drink orange juice. Shit, everybody don't drink water. So I'm not gonna be nobody cup of every. I'm not gonna be everybody cup of nothing. Don't y'all get that? That's fine. It's fine. But for those I am the whatever, then we'll be all right. It'll quench their thirst. How about that? Since we doing that, I might not be a cup of tea. I might not. That's fine. As long as for those that I am something for, there's a place for it to be. That's what counts. That's what matters in everybody's kingdom and everybody's platform. Every kingdom ain't good. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, this is a house of kingdoms. I can tell you about this kingdom. I can tell you about this one. Yeah. But nah, that's what people got to understand. So then they don't get mad. People don't like it. That's fine. Some people want the drama. And you don't want to come to it. But that's why at one point people, oh, she must be a goody too. That's what they were trying to prove. That she just can be bad. I never said I couldn't. I never said I wasn't. I never said I wouldn't. What I told y'all was I learned sometimes you win in a battle and lose in the war. You're wasting time. Tomorrow's promised to none of us. Live today. Enjoy today. Enjoy what you have. Stop complaining about what you don't. Remember what you do. My kingdom has loved me, built me, helped me to be a better person by being who I am. And for that, I accept people for who they are. But I'm never gonna be okay with, like I said, if I say, no, I ain't with bullying like that, you know what I don't do? I don't bully like that. But I'm not afraid to say when bullying's bullying. I'm not afraid to say, how you mad at them for what they doing, but you could forgive this mofo for doing something that is beyond forgiving because you picking and choosing. To each his own. And like I said, sometimes y'all gonna give me a good laugh. I mean, I've been cracking up so hard with this Deary Vet versus AT2 shit. I laugh every time they beef because the shit is fake. It's staged. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. In no real world is anybody trying to rise, staying connected to something that tried to help them to sink. She's quicksand. She's quicksand, and she can't worry about nobody's sobriety. And nobody, none of us can. I'm not worried about nobody's sobriety. I make jokes about her because her red cup runneth over. She branded herself on the fact of drinking. That's not a me thing. That's not a me thing. And like I told her, I'll speak on it when I feel like it because it's not breaking anybody. Like, you on here doing something, I'm talking about the things you did on here. It's harassment, how? Because my opinion ain't that you the greatest. Because my opinion is, and I used to think, just like what Tennessee said, that Dear Vet got talent, but Dear Vet don't believe in herself. And Dear Vet's talent is always going to be shadowed by her. She's a self sabotager. You know what I mean? So, and she gonna pick people that don't want to be around her neither. And then she gonna try to buy her way into stuff. That's why she always called people shit dropping a super chat or something, so she could later talk about when she gave them some money. So, like I said, I have these people. They setting up plays all around the world or all around the internet. I mean, but whatever. Who cares? It's them. Live and be you. Live and be you. Me and you got a problem when you started lying on me. And I'm like, these bitches is up and stuck when you lying on me like that. I mean, we could never be cool. I never come to none of y'all platforms for bullshit because I never came to the internet to come on and so-called prove, defend, or argue myself with nobody. If I wanted to come say what I want to say, I set up my own channel. I'll do that. And when I come on people's platforms, because I got respect for you, and I came to shoot the shit, congratulate something. If I came up on your panel, that's it. And there's no other way you're gonna get me. I won't be somewhere where you bring up all your goofy ass friends so y'all can mute me and talk over me and think that's how you want. So you could later bring up bits and pieces of it to make it what you want. I'll give nobody that. You'll never get that out of me. Just like you'll never get me going back and forth on anybody panel with somebody. You come up there with bullshit because you thought you caught me. I'm not a fish, and I definitely ain't grabbing the worm. So at the end of the night, like I said, anyway, I just don't do the stuff these people do. You know what I mean? And I don't need a team. And I can't be with bitches that's with bitches that they once used to screw each other over. Now they homies. I don't trust them bitches at all. At all. I don't trust nothing they doing. I don't trust nothing they doing. So that's just me. I don't care what community they from. I ain't trusting no bitches like that. And I like bosses. I like bosses. I do not like flunkies. I just don't. I don't. I don't like minions. I think a coward with a gun is more dangerous than what y'all call a thug with a gun. All that is a coward with a gun is truly gonna pull that trigger for any reason. Those are the people that walk into malls, walk into school, walk into universities. Those are the people that they're cowards. They're cowards. There's no way around that. There's no way around that. That's not gonna bring what you want. That just means that violence is going to beget more violence. Period. No way around it. No matter how it goes, it's just going to keep it going. But anyway, they don't know. 'Cause they, like I said, these are miserable people. These are miserable people, but they don't make or break me. They sitting around fight with each other and excited because they had 200 people in their chat and they got some super chats. But if they so much as talk about anything other than shitting on people and dropping people's personal information, nobody cares. Nobody gives a damn. I come on here and talk about farting, and that's somebody who just wanted to hear what I had to say. You know why? Because maybe they trust. I don't know. Just don't want to be that. I don't want to be that. That's not how I want to grow. I want to be stuck to just being messy. I don't want to do that. Don't. Don't. So I haven't been messy on here. Responded to what I wanted to. I've said what I've had to say, and some people don't like that because it goes against the people they like. So whatever. But I don't have anything against anybody on here. I don't have, like I said, the enemies I have, you're not gonna come on here and disrespect my family and think we ever gonna be cool. That don't mean that you got me in a hold or nothing. It just mean we'll never be cool. You not gonna have broke bread with me and been cool with me, then set me up or try to set me up or do anything of that thing. We will never be cool. And if you ever physically threatened me, if we ever meet, count that shit on my life. I'm too grown to know, and on me. Think it's a joke. It's that I don't give a fuck where it's at. 'Cause I didn't come on here threatening nobody. But I'm also not just saying stuff to be saying something on the internet. So that I'm not doing. So yeah, but other than that, I ain't got no enemies on here. I don't go to sleep thinking about none of these motherfuckers. And I could have just watched one of their lives where they showing me the type of person I'll never be. It's entertainment. I like a little drama. I told y'all that. So it's drama that heifers are calling themselves friends with people that was their enemies, or turning on their friends with all this stuff that they were with their friends while they were doing it. And now it's a problem. It's entertainment, I guess. Because other than that, I mean, why else am I watching? Am I watching it so I could take their side? No. Ugh. Mm-mm. See, Babs, but yeah, so I don't hold anybody. I'm not mad at anybody if you over in the chat and it's somebody who don't like me. Because here's the thing, I wasn't over in their chat watching. I know you was over there. I didn't. Nobody sending me screenshots letting me know you was over there. I don't care. Danny don't. See, a lot of these content creators say that, but they don't mean it. They don't mean it. Like I said, Sparkle was on setting, putting live saying I was a crackhead, saying I was this, saying I was a lesbian. Not to say that something be wrong if I was, I'm not though. But like I said, all these somebody else told you he was doing that. When people got cool with him, like I told him, you could be cool with him because how I feel is because what he did to me. When it came to Muz told me she could tell me how to be black. I don't give a damn how nobody else feel about her. I know how I feel. When I heard Mona say that her blacks are in line, she needed to say nothing else more to me. See, and so even if nobody else cared, maybe that didn't touch them like that. Maybe it didn't bother. That's fine too. Danny don't care. But for some reason on the internet, if you say somebody's fave name and you ain't saying something, I'm saying something disrespectful because I'm saying that I just don't like them for that. Or that's why I don't mess with them, but I don't torture them. I don't stalk them. I don't go out and get information on them. I don't wish them no bad luck. I don't false report them. I don't do any of that. I don't have anybody trolling them, telling me about them. I don't do any of that. Respect me for that. Respect me for that. Now these people that's chasing you but telling you to leave them alone, that's a difference. They try to still fuck with me. I don't. These people are losers. I know they watch when I'm there. I know they go back and look. I know somebody tells them I said something with somebody's name. They don't even know the whole context of what I said. I know that. I know they some clipping hoes. All these hoes clip. All these hoes download. All these hoes is still fucking 5 years back in technology because we ain't got to do all that to get shit. They don't even know how to do anything. They're just messy. All these hoes recording conversation, all these hoes setting people up, all these hoes, these messy people, they sending out money to later talk about it to show the receipts because they got it because they send it. This is some old goofy shit. I just don't do none of it. Ain't tricking if you got it. I'm too grown to be playing friends. I'm too much of a boss to be playing flunky. And I'm a Marsha, bitch. I mean, I can't make this no more clearer. Okay, and I say this not because I'm beefing with nobody. I haven't beefed with nobody in weeks. They probably still beefing about me. They probably somewhere talking about the throne. I don't know. I don't care. But I'm not beefing with anybody. I'm just saying what I see on the internet. I watch it. It's like they don't stop till all the people who like you that they like or they talk to or they seen in the chat or whatever, they turn them against you. What? You know how many times I've heard on the internet people say later, you know what, I ain't gonna lie, I got mad at you because of this, but then I got caught up in this and now I see, but and they go back on what they're doing. Why do that? This is the internet. Watch what you want, be in what you want to be in, stay out of what you want to stay out, and respect people. If you come in my channel, it's not about who you like, it's me giving respect. That's the first place. So if you don't like them, here's what I can promise you. They can't disrespect you up in here. So respect that. Because some of these content creators will let that person come in here and disrespect somebody just so they can prove their point. I ain't trying to prove no point. I know the point. The point is half the people on the internet messy and they keyboard gangsters. I know that half of the people on here are trolls and people who just don't like you because they're jealous of you, not because you did something wrong to them. Most of them are jealous of me, jealous of my confidence, jealous of my ability to get along with people and be a people person and have understanding, jealous enough that I could stand in who I am and not be ashamed of that or anything else, period. So, because I could be great in who I am and you could not like me and that can make me have shame. I don't. I don't. And because I don't come on here and act this good damn fool and I get respect, and a lot of people don't like that. They don't. Because they've been out here acting this good damn fool and they still ain't getting respect. They still a joke. They still a nobody. Mm. Yes, please be safe. I want to see people rise. I want to see you do better. The world gets better when people get better. You know what I mean? When that's what it got to be some joy. You got to spread that to yourself. My joy is not gonna make none of y'all happy, and yours neither to me. But it will let me know that there is joy somewhere, right? I'm not over here trying to be perfect. What's perfect? What's perfect? Because I'm not trying to be it. But like I said, this Dear Vet 82 thing, I'm like, now I tell people, why y'all still talking about who gonna ever stop? Because as soon as y'all get into it, we're gonna go right back to it. So y'all keep bringing it back up, but we never supposed to talk about it. But nobody really know it. But then when y'all talk about it, y'all leave out big parts of it. Like I said, that y'all dissed each other back and forth. And that opened a can of worms with Dear Yvette. Dear Yvette lied. Dear Yvette was telling Sparkle, I lived in a garage with my friend. She didn't want me in her house. I worked at a gas station. I didn't work at no gas station. I didn't work anywhere when I lived in Georgia. No. What? What the fuck? Like none of that was true. Me and Dear Yvette, what she never told him was we never sat on the phone and had a personal conversation. Not once. Not her business, not mine. Not one time did we ever do. So when was it I was giving her all these facts? Anything I ever said, I said on the internet to the world since I said it in public. Mm. That's what I'm saying. She just lied. She tried to destroy people because she's destroyed. She said she made me. Like I said, I lost more subscribers because they would go up and down. When she started going after everybody, when she was going after subs, I would lose subscribers. Not because I did anything, because of her. Because around here, people hold you to somebody else, like I said. But she made me. Oh, I'm this. Oh, I was a literally. Not I'm saying that she said I was a dyke. I was this. These are all one derogatory names. If I was, it would be insulting. Even though I'm not, it's even more insulting that as this grown ass woman, the way for you to insult somebody is to throw slurs at them that have nothing to do with them, just a way to try to down them. Like I said, I bait you for breakfast in every way you can. I shit it on very first time I checked you. I let you know, baby, we could get it back in blood. You talking on the internet, I'm really about it. You didn't want that. Then I roasted the hell out of you and let everybody know you is a nothing but a you are no. We don't have to go backwards. Then after we were done with that, I called you on all of your lies. Then the last time I shot fires at you, I said, let's do numbers for a week. Within that week, like I said, I did like 215,000 in number in views. Your channel probably struggled to hit 1,000 in views. So like I said, you can have a video to go here and then go there, but there's no consistency with you. There's none. When I post every day, like I told you before, when I post every day, within 28 days, and I'm a small channel, I'm barely at 7,000 subscribers. But when I post every day, in 28 days, I'm gonna damn near do a half a million. That's why from last year went from 1.5 million in overall views for my channel to staying consistent. And when I do that, it adds. It adds. I don't steal it. I don't cheat it. I'm not down if every video don't hit. I still put out what I believed in or what I wanted to do. I still made videos that I actually did it myself. No copyright, no nothing. I stay in the grain. Don't turn my lives on because I didn't do this for monetization. I did this to socialize. I did this to hang out. I did this for love and the love and the respect that people have given me and the fact that they rock with me and people want to talk with me. So I come in here and do this. But every video I put on be in the grain. In the green. So if they're making numbers, they make numbers. Oh, and it's another thing. I got shorts that still get hit from a year ago. They keep going. They keep going. And they should. They should always. Everybody your work should just keep going. Not, oh, they looked at it today. A couple of people stole it. And so they could play pieces of it and then it gets no more views. So in a year it did 8 extra views in a year. We are not the same. We are not the same. So once I proved all that, I told you, then I just talk about you when I want to. And it'll usually be just talking about what you're doing, not because I want to talk about you, because I don't think about these people like that. I don't, don't want drama. I'm never gonna be on here being a full drama channel. That's goofy and lame, and we too old for it. I am. Mhm. And I don't owe none of us owe anybody anything. You don't. You don't owe me an explanation of why you were at such and such chat. Now, what you would owe me an explanation on, and here's the thing about me that makes me different than the people. I wouldn't care for the explanation because you would have already explained yourself. Somebody would owe me an explanation if you was in a chat that I didn't, that they didn't like me or whatever, and they were talking about me. They got a right to do that. I don't care about that part. But let's just say they were in there saying, "Yeah, Danny ain't shit, and I hate her. I hate her. Mama wish they was all dead." And they're saying that, and you said something like, "Yeah, she do get on my nerves too." It's almost like you're in agreement. But forget to be in agreement on getting on your nerves. You in agreement with you? My family need to be dead because these people don't like it. Oh, that's you told me that. You don't need to explain that. You don't need to explain to me. So what I'm saying, but it's for anybody. If somebody was somewhere, I could care less. If you were somewhere and they were talking about me, that's not the part I care about. Where I care is in the parts when they were saying things. They could not like me. They could roast. They could say things they didn't like, whatever. But when they were telling lies or telling these egregious things, what did you do? Did you sit there and go, I didn't know that. Oh, Danny ain't shit. I hate her too. There's people around here, they hate me for what they so-called said I've done or whatever, but they've done 16 times worse things, and we should all love them and forgive them and not remember them. And like I said, wordy, terrible person. These are terrible people. Like we take it off the internet, just in the world, because what they doing is of the world, in the world. Like they terrible people. But everybody got an excuse, and they justify it because somebody they like is making them like them. Every bad person that I came around, they brought them in, and that's the truth. That's not my opinion. And when they use them up, then I always know who beefing with who because I can tell by who they're around. Anybody that's feeding that beef with them, anybody that's agreeing with them. That's why they think that when you agree with somebody or you around somebody, you must agree with them. Y'all must be talking in back chats. Y'all must have secret group chats with a bunch of people who ain't your friend. No, we're none of that. None of us are doing none of that. Not with me. We're not doing that. If I wanted to talk to you about something not seen, what people gonna learn about me is if I'm talking to you on the phone about something not seen on the internet, when I come on this internet and talk about it, I'm really gonna say the same things. I'm gonna say the same thing. I'm gonna say the same thing. Now, when you threatening me and really what you about to get is the me vida loco side of me, my crazy life. You gonna get all of it. All of it. Yeah. You call them threats. I'm gonna call them bona fide promises if this is the situation we come down to. I can promise that it'll be like a scene that was written out, detail what I said is what's gonna happen. Yeah. But other than that, y'all, I'm about to get on with my day. It is so beautiful outside. I actually want to change my clothes, and I want to today. I think go get some ice cream. I'm thinking about ice cream or smoothie or something. I don't know. I want to go do one of those things today, but I'm going to go enjoy my day. That's what I'm gonna do. I may come back later. I don't know. Yeah, oh yeah, Cat, I got love for you. Do and like I tell people, I can't tell you how everybody is with you, but I know one thing about me, just like good people do for me, is it doesn't matter if you did something wrong or in life. We've all done something wrong in life, whether we think so or not. But here's the thing: is does somebody bring the best out of you or the worst? And one thing about me is I'm so real that no matter whether you a thug or whatever, a bad person, I bring the best out of them. So at that time, they wear that crown around me, and I respect that. So I'm not here, like I said, I'm not here to judge nobody or ask if you did any wrong or did any right. I'm not here for that. I'm not here to tell you if you're good or if you're bad or if you're this or if I'm not here for none of that. I'm here to tell you that still I rise. I'm here to tell you that, man, every one of us is fighting just to make it for real, for real. For real, for real. And just like when I came deeper on the internet during the pandemic, you want to find places of peace. So there's no way I'm not going to be on here and be a place of peace, a place of refuge. I'm going to always be that. And I'm always going to protect those from bullies. Cause so bullying don't go on here. That's how you protect them. I protect this whole kingdom by protecting everybody in it. So that's how we do it, and we do it together. I didn't set out rules. I just told y'all what we was doing in here. We ain't come in here to fight in the chat. You know what I mean? But we can discuss anything as long as we can do it without the fight, because we missed the discussion in the fight. We missed the message in the fight. So, you know what I mean? That's it. The fight was finding a place where you could come and have a conversation. But so the fight is over once you got the place. Let's have a conversation. But y'all, I'm gonna get out of here because I'm about to get out. And I'll see you later. Love ya. See ya. Thank you, Maj. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Everybody who stopped by. If you didn't come in, thank you for stopping by. All those who came by, if you had to get blocked, wiggly, wiggly, blah. Sorry for you. Everybody be a Marsha. Love on somebody today. Don't worry about the people you don't have. Worry about, and I don't mean the people you lost. I mean the people who you thought were your friends and they're not there. Be grateful for the ones you do have. Listen to a good song, eat a good meal, talk to a good friend, do something that makes you happy, watch a good movie. Dance. If you can't get up and dance on your feet, wiggle in your chair. If you can't wiggle in your chair, tap your hands. If you can't clap your hands, tap your fingers. Do something, move something, live something. And love on you. Love on you first. The more you love you, the more love you're gonna give out to everybody else. And I mean that. And get away from people who take away your happiness. You see ya. See ya. See you, my mama, and love you all. See ya. See y'all make me not want to leave. I got to go. I love y'all, but y'all know I got to go. I got to go. See ya. See ya. Thank you, Susan. See you, Kat. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. See ya. Yes, please have a wonderful day. Yes, yes, yes. Much love. All right, guys.